it'd be great for you guys to know one key skill, one key thing that you can do. It doesn't take too long, that will set your students up with an individualized revision program. You just need to click on the Assessments tab at the top of the screen and choose Set Assessment, and then choose the Quick Test function. These assessments will be marked for you, they're computer marked, so you won't need to spend any time marking it. It's just going through the setup process for your classes. So click on Who, and then you'll see your senior classes are now enrolled, which you can select. You can assign to specific students if you want to, or multiple classes. When you click on What, it will take you into the content library, and just work your way through the folder structure. You'll see NCEA Level 1, 2, 3 material down here. For example, if you've got a Year 11 class and you want to set them some revision, you could select a whole folder and it will take all the questions out of those 5 lessons that are selected here. It will take all the calculation questions, multiple choice questions, quick calculation questions, drag and drop questions, and so on. So in this particular lesson, we'll take out some of these multiple choice questions, as well as our quick calculation questions here with dynamic numbers, the ones where they have to show their working as well. So in those 5 lessons there are 91 questions, and you can choose to ask your students however many of those that you want, depending on the length of the quiz or assessment that you would like. I would recommend having at least 5 questions come out of each lesson. So chunk up your assessments, do them more regularly and make them short, so don't test a whole standard at once. If you do want to test a whole standard at once, please do use our revision lessons. So in these 5 lessons here, I'll take 25 questions. Students will get a random selection of 5 questions from each lesson. You can rename it, you can adjust the dates, so you could extend it out for a week or so. If you want them to do it in class, you can require students to enter an access code, so they can't start the test until they get that code from you, and you can adjust the time frame and so forth here. You can give students multiple attempts if you want. Each time they do it, they'll get a different selection of questions, and each student will automatically get a unique set of questions each. Results will all be marked for you, so you don't have to do any marking, which is nice, and the targeted remediation is really powerful this time of year. Based on this threshold of 70%, which is adjustable, if a student scores less than 70% in the questions from any one of those 5 lessons, it will automatically assign those lessons to them for homework. So one student might get these 3 lessons, a different student might get these 2 lessons, and so on, and they will all be sent out to them as a task or homework. You won't have to manage that, but you can keep a track of it. It's all done automatically. It does give them about a month to do that revision work, so you might want to shorten that time frame down a little bit. And if you are using a big chunk of a standard, you can limit the work that they will receive, so no one will receive more than, say, 4 lessons at the end of this assessment. So once you've set the assessment, it will appear in your assessments area like these other assessments, and what you'll be able to see is all the data from your class. So you'll be able to see the average mark and the grade distribution of the students. You'll be able to see how each student performed, and you can rank any of that data. You'll also be able to see how the whole class went in the different lessons from that particular standard. So the class knows at this stage more about alleles than they do about the structure of DNA. 14 students will be sent this lesson, only 6 students will be sent that lesson to do for homework. And you can do a bit of a review of the test if you want to. So if you double click on the average percentage column heading, it'll rank those questions for you. And if you want to go through any questions that have caused the class difficulty, you can click on those and you'll see the answer and the explanation there. A great thing for the students is that they will receive their results straight away. So Holly Booth here, for example, she'll see her result. She can click on a link that will take her to this page, and this will get emailed to her. So it'll tell her what her strengths are and then what her next steps are based on her results. So we're recommending that she does those 3 lessons there. Students can also go on and view their answers to the assessment, so they can click on the questions that they got wrong. They can bring up a little marking schedule or an explanation of the answer and go through their test. So hopefully that will help them get ready and prepared for their exams. It's something quick and easy that you can set up. No marking involved, individualized revision program set up for your students, and a really good way for them to target their weakest areas prior to the end of your examinations. So please have a go at it. Go through the assessment tab, click on set assessment, and then choose the quick test function.